Welcome back to Tipsy Girl Cooks. Alright, well, I am beyond excited because I am sharing one of my favorite seafood dishes with you. This is a Chilean sea bass glazed with miso, okay? So yummy. And we're also going to be complementing our miso glazed sea bass with a little bit of bok choy and jasmine rice. Now, a little bit of history for you as to why I love this dish so much is there is a restaurant in Seattle called Ray's Boathouse. So amazing, fresh seafood, just an amazing vibe, perfect for date night, okay? But they have my favorite dishes there, and it's a miso glazed black cod. And they serve it with a little bit of jasmine rice and some bok choy, and it is so good. But I don't have black cod on hand, and Costco has really good deals on Chilean sea bass, so I'm kind of doing it my own little way and switching up the fish, if you will. But I promise you, the fish is so delicate, so buttery, and just as good as Ray's Boathouse. So let's go ahead and get started. Our ingredients include 3 garlic cloves, 1/3 cup of sake, miso, mirin, and 1/4 cup of brown sugar. For the marinade, you're going to go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil to your pan. And then when that gets hot, go ahead and add in your minced garlic clove. And then you're going to go ahead and saute that around and wait for that nice, beautiful garlicky aroma to arrive. And once that aroma has arrived, you will then therefore add your sake, your mirin, your brown sugar, and your miso. And then you will cook this until your miso is nice and dissolved. And then once your marinade has cooked through, going to go ahead and set that over to the side and allow it at least about 30 minutes to an hour to cool down. Okay, to prep your fish, you're going to want to take your fish out of the packaging, then rinse off with cold water, pat dry, and then you will add your fish into a large Ziploc bag. Once your fish is in the bag, go ahead and add your cooled down marinade directly to that Ziploc bag. And make sure you incorporate it very well, rub it in, and then once you close the bag, make sure you seal out all of the air out of the bag. And then go ahead and put in the refrigerator and marinate for a minimum 1 hour, but ideally 24 hours. Now we've had our Chilean sea bass marinating in our miso glaze for about 27 hours or so. I highly recommend that you marinate the fish overnight, trust me. Trust me, okay? Just marinate it overnight. But I'd say a minimum 30 minutes to an hour, but preferably overnight. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and, I've been drinking tequila. So we're gonna actually spray our pan first with a little bit of nonstick cooking spray. We're gonna go ahead and add in our Chilean sea bass. I love this fish, so flaky. It's a beautiful buttery white fish. And then we are going to take the rest of that marinade and add it right into the dish, okay? Yummy. All right, we are going to go ahead and pop this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 8 minutes or so, okay? And then after the 8 minutes, you're going to go ahead and put it on your top shelf, bring your oven up to broil, and broil it for about 2 to 3 minutes, all right? All right, now that our sea bass is in the oven, let's go ahead and get started on our bok choy. All right, so we're going to start with our wok or frying pan, doesn't matter, but I just happen to have this wok on the stove to about medium-high heat. Then we're going to go ahead and take a little bit of sesame oil. Add this to our pan. I love these woks because they get so hot very quickly. Very, very quickly. As you can see, it's already smoking, so. All right. Get this going. And then we have our fresh bok choy that we have rinsed off. See, that's popping, honey. Sizzle, sizzle. All right, get you some chopsticks if that's your thing, or some tongs. Just adjusting your feet a little bit. Tossing this in our sesame oil. Okay. Now we are going to add our soy sauce. And bok choy cooks really quick. We still like the bok choy to have a little bit of a crunch to it, but you really want to wait until the green leaves are a little bit wilted. Kind of similar to this, what we got going on here. And I would start your bok choy about halfway through the time of your fish. So I'd say after your fish is cooked for about 4 minutes, go ahead and start your bok choy. Alrighty, this is looking quite lovely. Nice and wilted. That's what we like to see. So we'll go ahead and turn off that heat and just keep it on the stove. But this is looking really good. All right, our bok choy is now completed. Chilean Sea Bass with Bok Choy. I'm so excited for this. Again, like when you cut into the fish, it's just like velvet. So buttery, so soft, plush almost. All right, let's see what we're working with here. Do you see that? Chills. So good. Oh my gosh. This fish, I promise you, is like one of the very, if not the only fish that truly melts in your mouth. Like I'm getting that miso right off the top. And then you can see the caramelization, and that comes from the brown sugar and the sake. Both sugars, beautiful caramelization. So buttery, so smooth. And then you pair it, all that flavor, with a little bit of white rice. So freaking good. And I'm so glad that we marinated this overnight. All right, let's try our bok choy. Perfect. That sesame oil really coming through. Just a little bit of soy sauce, not salty at all. Perfect. The three flavors of the bok choy, soy sauce, and sesame oil. So incredible. I love this. It's like, I kid you not, one of my favorite meals. I think Ray's Boathouse would be mighty proud. Let me just say. All right, well, I'm gonna enjoy this incredible dish, and I hope that you do as well. If you enjoyed today's video and you're hungry and you want to get tipsy like me, please do not forget to like and subscribe down below, okay? And again, thank you so much for tuning in to Tipsy Girl Cooks. And don't forget to tell me what your tipsy meter is. Enjoy.